Alright guys, so today we are going to be replacing this Zero 3D cup holder with the Tackform cup holder. This one is going to be 5 inches wide, 5 inches tall. It's going to fit up to 1.25 inch bars to 1.5 inch bars, which these KST spearheads are 1.5 inch. They do have a smaller size that'll fit your stock bars. As you can see, it clamps onto the actual bar itself. I'm going to be changing this out mainly because I found out that this product existed, so I want to give it a try. But also I've noticed that with the perch mount, you really have to get these bolts pretty tight in order to keep the housing from spinning around. So we're going to go ahead and get this one off. We're going to get this one installed. All right, so we're going to get this opened. Inside the box, you're going to have the cup holder. As you can see, there is a ring that is already pre-installed, which you can cut down to size if you'd like to fit certain bottles that you're going to be carrying often. Also inside the box, you're going to have the handlebar mount. Depending on what mount you go with will depend on the size you get and the mounting option you get. Then you're going to have the adapter that attaches to the mount and to the 20mm ball on the back of the mount. All right, so inside of the box, you're going to get the cup holder. You're going to get the mount of your choosing. For this one, again, I have the handlebar mount to fit my 1.5 inch bars. And then you're going to have the adapter that's going to both fit on the ball mount as well as on the back of the cup holder. Let's get this out of the plastic. All right, so I just finished getting this out of the packaging. Again, these pieces right here are trimmable to fit the bottles of your choosing, as you can see per the instruction sheet right there. Once you do cut it, it cannot be undone, so just keep that in mind. This is going to be a sheet for that. Pretty cool thing over here is that this piece right here is customizable. So you can actually get them in these color options, and checking their website, it looks like they are $10 a piece. So probably definitely going to be having to pick up that blue option right there. Looks pretty sick. Another thing to note, this feels like a very high quality aluminum. There's a lot of weight to this, so that is excellent. One thing I do wish is that the bottom of this bottle holder, cup holder, whatever you want to call it, I wish there was a hole there to allow any moisture that drips down to the bottom of this thing to escape out the bottom instead of just pulling up over there. Just one little thing. Other than that, looks like it's pretty good quality. So we're going to go ahead and get this installed on the bike. As you can see too, it's very flexible. Feels a little flimsy. It is not as rigid as the Zero 3D, but we're going to see how this works over time. So let's get it on the bike. All right, so one thing to note is that the cup holder does come with this ball end pre-installed. If you are doing the short reach like I am and you get this piece in the packaging, it is going to come with an adapter inside of it. So you're going to have to remove the ball end and install this end. That way it can slip onto this piece right here. So I'm going to do that real quick so you can see what it looks like. All right, so just a quick note before we get this installed. If you do get the handlebar mount, what you are going to do is replace this end with this piece right here. That way you can have this kind of clip onto it like that, and then the ball end will go onto the cup holder so you can move it around as you please. All the tools you need are going to be provided, but basically once you get the ball off, You're going to have these two pieces. This is the handlebar mount here on the left. This is the new piece you're going to be installing, if I can get it to focus. There is a nice little detent there so it doesn't just spin around, and there's already Loctite applied. So I'm going to get that put on. All right, so now that piece is on. Now we're going to attach this, and there we go. That's with that piece installed. So then this would attach to the ball, but I'm going to put this on the handlebars, pick the right spacer before I get this put on. All right, so on my bike, this is where I'm going to be mounting it at. But I mean, you can mount it anywhere on the bar that you see fit. For me, I like having the drink holder right kind of where it's closely accessible to everything. What I do is I would reach over with my left hand and grab it. That way the hand can always be on the throttle and I have access to the brake and the throttle if needed. So we're just going to fine tune the angle on this, figure out where we want that with the actual cup holder part. All right, so we finally got that all installed. I decided to mount it there. It's kind of in the same area I had the other cup holder installed at. This clamp mount is all tightened down. Gonna find out if it ends up marring this bar or not. There is a little rubber washer in between, but from the experience I've had with the engine guards, sometimes that does not always work out. But again, I will follow up with everybody and let you all know how that is. I do have 12-inch replacements for these anyway, so I really don't care. All right, so there is going to be a wing nut that does have a removable cap and will include a security screw. Basically, it's going to install in that position. It's going to not allow somebody to remove the ball from the device, but it still will allow you to reposition this, whatever is mounted to it. You just won't be able to remove it from the unit. Now, it's still not going to stop somebody, if they have the right tools, from just taking the clamp mount altogether, but it is a nice little added feature, so you can't just easily take this piece off. But this is the cup holder installed. I have not yet trimmed the rings. I have tightened down the wing nut as much as I can for the most part, but I have some minor adjustments that I can make without having to loosen that. And I have a water bottle to just put in here real quick. And as you see, it holds it in there very nicely with those little rubber bushings. Pulling it out has plenty of resistance. So I think this is going to be a nice addition to the Road Glide. If you guys are interested in this product, I will have it in the description below. I will also link Tackform's website so you can check out and see what other options they have for you. If this size does not work for what you're looking for, or if you want to mount it some different way to your bike. I appreciate you all watching this video. If you can do me a favor, please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and please leave a comment if you would want to. I'll do my best to get back to everybody with any questions you have. But again, I'd appreciate it if you can subscribe to the channel and like the video. It's free, costs you absolutely nothing, and helps me out tremendously. Again, this is 𝐏𝐫𝐨𝐝 HD Rider CT, and appreciate you all. Ride safe.